All right, y'all. I'm I am amazed by some things, and this is one of the things that's amazing to me is that I understand the game has changed and should change. There's health reasons and all that. I totally get it. I understand that that we have to protect the athletes. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna start off with this. I think the whole trying to keep kids healthy and all that mumbo jumbo is BS. And this is why I personally think it's BS. If you think if your main objective is to um, prevent injuries, keep these young men healthy, if you really truly believe that, why have we gone from 11 games to 12 games to then what 14 potential games to now potentially 16 games? So now you're expecting these young men to go from playing 11 to now playing 16. The only reason you went to 11 from 11 to 16 is for money. It's not ain't got nothing to do with trying to produce the true champion of college football. It has nothing to do with that. It has all to do with TV money and bringing more money to the universities and to the NCAA and etc. There's no other reason to have a conference championship game when that started in the early 90s. There was no reason for it. You had a conference champion. Why do you have to play another game? It's great for the fans. But if we are truly trying to protect the health of 18 to 22-year-olds, why would we do that? Why would we add another game? Money. Conference championship games created so much revenue, it was ridiculous. There was no TV deal, etc. So now we've gone to the point where we have migrated to from BCS to now playoff game. And now there's some fans who want a full playoff like the Lord of Divisions. I don't have a problem with it. It's kind of like the student athlete semantic thing. I don't have a problem with it. But you cannot sit here and say it's because of the health of the athlete. Don't say that because that is not the reason why. If you want to go to a 32 team playoff, have no problem with it. But you cannot sit here and say it's the health of the athlete. I'm just going to play this because I just got different angles of it. I'm just going to play this and now to see how that hit right there is targeting. I'm going to say this. If this hit was in the middle of the line of scrimmage by a linebacker on a running back, nothing would be said. That is a great form tackle. That is what would be said. Within the box of the line of scrimmage, that would be no problem. Zero. Wouldn't even be an argument for targeting. Okay? So now, some people will say, well, it's because of the defensive receiver. What makes a receiver defenseless? He's catching the ball and doesn't have a chance to turn and make a football play. Well, damn, what am I as a defensive player supposed to be? Put myself in the matrix and stop and say, "Ooh, let him take a step." You are really trying to regulate the biomechanics of a human to all of a sudden put on the brakes because, whoa, my reaction was a little too fast and a little too good. So I had to slow down to make sure he can catch it and turn around and see me. Right? But nobody says anything. If you want to say it's not because, as I said earlier, within the boxing line of scrimmage, this player is great. Okay, so now you want to say, okay, well, that is one area that we allow. Well, in the open field, we can't allow it. So you're going to tell me a running back can run the ball, hit the perimeter, and lower his damn head on a damn corner of safety, and that's not targeting. A running back can run through somebody with the crown of his helmet in the open field and not be called targeting. So now what is it? Is it a crown of the helmet? Is it defenseless? Because as a defensive player, am I not defenseless, so to speak? Because I haven't made a tackle on you. We haven't made contact. Should the running back say, let me see if the DB is going to lower his shoulder, lower than my knee. Then after I see him do that, then I can lower my helmet. That's not how it works. So let's talk about discipline. Because the great thing about me, y'all, is I don't listen to the analysts, so I don't hear the stuff, and I don't want to hear it. I'm sure from all the stuff I've heard that they said it was probably obvious targeting call. So it's an obvious targeting call because the player was defenseless or because the defensive player launched, because the defensive player used the crown of his helmet. Now, I got a tweet earlier that I saw, and I retweeted it. Somebody tell me right now, kind of hard because I don't have great. That is a kiss. That's a kiss. That's why we have helmets on. That is a kiss. He did not launch. If he was launching, his feet would be off the ground. This is not a launch. What is off the ground? This is almost about as textbook as you can get. He did not drive him. That, right, even a contact there. Now, is it to the helmet? Yes. It's definitely to the helmet. But I didn't know if it's helmet to helmet contact, and that if it's helmet to helmet, and that's the only thing you have to see, they are missing a lot of targeting calls. Because it is definitely helmet to helmet. In my opinion, it's not crown to helmet. I don't have I'm pixelated because I recorded it. But that's not crown to helmet. That's face mask. Is it at the top bar of the helmet? I'll give you that. But the crown is not the top bar. The crown is that front part of the helmet. And he's not launching. And truly, receiver catches the ball with a step. I don't know how you call it. That's a step. And he turns around. Now, again, am I as a defensive player supposed to stop? For me, and maybe I'm wrong, I understand the whole rule book. I get it. But damn, I've seen plays. So there's obviously some subjectivity to this damn call. For me, if the player is not launching and he's not using the top of his helmet, it's not targeting because I'm not projecting myself to injure someone. As a defensive player, what am I supposed to do? Because here's the thing. If I lower my shoulders, and if I lower my shoulder, if I bend my knees and lower my shoulders, 9 times out of 10, what happens is biomechanically your helmet is going to tuck, and you're going to probably see the ground. That's just as dangerous as this. Now, he didn't lead with the crown. I understand the crown is borderline a problem with injuries. Totally get it. As a guy who, I just be honest with you, I was a crown of the helmet hitter. I still believe, in my estimation, my eyes are up, but I didn't hit with my face mask all the time. I can see the crown of the helmet argument. But you're asking a guy who's making a split decision decision. He's not even on the film when a ball is thrown and almost halfway there. He's running full speed. He's not even there when the ball is. I don't know what you want this kid to do. Now, you want to give him a targeting call on this. Feet are on the ground and look at the head. I don't understand the bitching and moaning about it. I just don't. No lunch. No lunch. Runs through. I don't know what else to say. Now, I get it. Both feet on the ground. If you want to say he hit him too early, well, damn. Kudos to you. Kudos to you for trying to say a player cannot hit a guy right after he catch the ball. Kudos to you. I don't know how to rectify that, but all right. If that's, I don't know what else to tell you. But that picture right there, I don't know. Because right there, like some people say that's a crown, but he didn't make contact. He made contact right there. Contact is there. With the helmet. Contact is there. Fuck, man. Y'all are really expecting that to be a better play. That is, I don't know what else number 16 could have done in this situation. Now, if you want to prevent helmet to helmet, take the fucking helmets off. Take the plastic off. Play rugby. Do that. But if you're going to leave the helmet on, there are going to be situations where the helmet is going to be hit. And again, I said earlier, a running back has no problems of fucking tucking that head down and fucking hitting with the crown and the top of his helmet on a DB a lot of times. Don't want to say all the time because that's stretching. But a lot of times, running backs lower. You know what's interesting when a running back does it? They say he's lowering his shoulder. Bullshit. He's lowering his fucking head too. It's okay for that. But when 16 hits Arizona State guy, it's not okay. He didn't launch. That to me, as a former defensive back, I totally get. As a guy who probably has launched a couple times, yeah, that is dangerous. This guy does not launch. Feet on the ground, feet plant firmly, 10 toes down on the ground with a really good form tackle. If I gave a picture of that and there were offensive linemen around him and defensive players around him, you'd be like, damn, that's a great hit. So bullshit that is different right here. And extra bullshit when a running back can lower his shoulder and everybody prays like that's a tough run. He's landing forward. Bullshit. There in this situation, I'm just looking at it now. He's hitting him with his upper body. Shoulder pass, front of the shoulder pass, chest. There's nothing dangerous about that hit except the quarterback maybe gave a kill shot throw. But other than that, I just don't see it.